everything's about affordability, and I think a lot of people can't afford to buy houses. You know, the other day I was having a conversation that was saying that where are all the barbecues, and I said to my friend, no one owns homes. Like, our age group don't have back gardens for us to do barbecues. Obviously there are people who have got back gardens, but generally speaking, most people are living in flats or renting rooms. They don't have that big garden space. You know, now you're going into the landlord game. There are so many people who don't like you.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we have all these slum landlords and people who increase rent prices. And I say, if the government are not doing their job in regards to building properties and building houses, surely private people have to step in and do that.
Facts.
Okay. Now, should there be a cap on how many homes somebody can own?
Nah, man. I wouldn't say there should be a cap, man, because I think when you look at properties that us developers look to buy, we look to buy properties that are run down. The average person probably wouldn't want to buy a rundown house because it's going to take a lot of money a lot of money in time, which they don't have. So other than that house would have just been sitting there, you know. So for us, we're solving problems, you know. We're taking rundown houses and we're making them into better houses, you know. And I feel like a lot of people are so quick to put the blame on landlords, but you know, if you look at your employer, how much are they increasing your salary by? You know, but the energy is always directed towards the landlords, you know. But I feel like there are other people in place that, you know, the blame should be shifted to rather than just landlords, man.
And who would you say the blame should be shifted towards? Is it the government, or who would you say it should be taken to? I think we're at a point now where the cost of living is crazy. Yeah. Now, obviously, let's say for instance, you've got this place in Huddersfield, and let's say for instance your mortgage is costing you, I don't know, call it £1,000. Okay, you now realise that you can rent this place out for 2.5.
Yeah.
Are you going to rent it out for 2.5?
100%. I feel like, bro, if you know that you can make money, and then everybody wants to make more money, so it's like, why wouldn't you want to make more money if you could make more money?
So obviously it's a business, obviously, as we all know. Bro. So therefore you're in it to make money. So even if so irrespective of the fact that maybe your mortgage is only costing you £1,000, as far as you're concerned, I can get 2.5 for this, and you're gonna go obviously.
Niger businessman, boy.
No, I guess it's fine, but I think the problem lies where
demonizing this is.
Yeah, I think the problem lies is where we where I like to have a bit of empathy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, nobody's going into property for charity.
Facts.
You know, when you've got to fix a boiler or fix a roof, or this has gone off or that has gone off, and you've got to dip into your pocket to fix it. I think people may not see that side. But what would you say is the end goal? So is the end goal now to go into buying properties? Are you going to ever stop doing Airbnb, or are you saying one is cash flow at the front and one is for money at the end, or what's the actual?
So for me, the rent-to-rent side of things, I think I'll continuously do that. I don't really care to go past 20. For me, it's just about a cash flow vehicle. So continue to build cash flow through their acquisition. Going to start buying properties, convert them to HMOs.
Well, part of the problem though.
Am I part of the problem?
No, I just thought about it. Because look, if you're taking all these Airbnbs, all these properties off landlords, and you know the average Joe who wants to maybe rent somewhere can't find places to rent because people like you are more concerned for those who are coming out of town to live in the area short term. Isn't that taken away from the property that some of us could be living in?
I wouldn't say that, bro.
Where's your humanity?
I wouldn't say that, and the reason is when I look at my HMOs, for example, people, again, I don't increase my rent on tenants have been there for like 4 years, bro. Some of them I haven't increased their rent. It's only when new people come in that I bump up the rent because again everything's gone up. So for me, for the value that I put in with the HMOs, they're all good. You know, anytime there's an issue, sort it out straight away. Some landlords, they don't offer that. Airbnbs, there's some families that I've had to locate because issues have happened at their property. Some people families that accommodate with social housing, you know, they might be fleeing from domestic violence or something like that, or serious issues in their property.
Your PR is very great, by the way. I'm saying your PR. you try to use that. No, you weaved out that one very well. Very well. I have to commend you on that one. You weaved out that one very well.
It's like the way I see it is, instead of me just accommodating one family, bro, I'm helping multiple different families. So for me, I don't feel guilty in what I do. Yes, I make money from it, but bro, I'm solving a problem. And when you solve problems, you're always going to make money. It just happens that I continue to solve problems and people are paying me a good price for it. You know, so for me, I don't feel bad in what I do. Airbnbs, HMOs, I don't feel bad in any of it, bro.
And when is enough? Because right now you said you don't want to go past 20 Airbnbs.
Past 20,
Okay, why have you used that as your benchmark, as your tapping out number?
Because for me, again, I wouldn't say I'll tap out, but for me, it just comes with more stress, bro. like where I'm not trying to, again, like I'm on holiday, bro. Guests could be messaging me saying this has gone off, that's gone off, bro. It almost becomes like a second job. Yeah, you could put people in places, but when you just want to think of that, the profit margin, everything, I want to go to a place where it's very comfortable. I can still do my own thing. But for me, as I said, acquisitions is where I'm at. For me, what I want to end up doing is buying land, building up flats, build to sell, build to rent, and one thing I actually want to do long term is actually buy schools as well. Like buy the land on schools, obviously rent it out, you know. So for me, and then end up buying businesses as well. So for me, I want to really diversify.
So at 27, you've amassed how many rent to rents at the moment?
So I went up to 17. I gave 2 back, so I'm on 15 at the moment.
Okay. And how many would you say you've done last year? How many new ones would you say you picked up last year? What year was it where you acquired the most?
So it wasn't last year, it was the year before.
That was 2022.
Yes.
Okay.
So I took on 10 in 10 months.
You took on 10 in 10 months, so
yeah,
you did one a month literally?
Yeah, basically I was working full time in a primary school, so I was doing that, and then the following year, obviously I went through a period where everything was dry, like the Airbnb bookings were dry, and for me, yeah bro, when I hit that point I was like, I need to really pivot out of this, bro, because if I'm taking on so many, guaranteeing over 30k a month, bro, I can't just be not affording to pay rent. Okay. So for me, that's when I really started to diversify, and then I said I'll slow down, and then I started working social housing companies, support living companies. Okay. And I think I took on like 5 or 6 the next year, and so obviously now I'm at a point where I don't necessarily just focus on taking on more. I'm more picky with it. Obviously I have my mentorship program where I help people at the same time, but yeah, for me, I'm at a stage where I'm a bit more picky with it. I'm not just eager to take on any property I see.
Okay. Look, I think with what do you value more at the moment? Would you say it's your time or money?
Time, bro. Because I feel like they work hand in hand, you know, because I feel like the more money you make, it kind of creates like time and freedom. Like right now, bro, I wake up and I kind of like do what I want. Like okay. It sounds crazy, but like sometimes like I forget that. It sounds mad, but I forget that some people at work. Yeah. Because like I'm on my laptop and I'm just handling business like on my phone.
But that's work though. Yeah.
I know that, but it don't feel like work. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Because you're pointing to yourself.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. But when I was working,
that was a big pause, by the way.
Settle down, man. I thought we were trying to be grown now. Wasn't it you like that sent in the video the other day about that raw? They sent in the video the other day that saying every time you're thinking pause now, it's like you're saying normal things, but you have to think a gay thing to be normal. So you lot sent that video. So I thought we was trying to be grown up now.
Move on, but bro, that was wild. You're putting it in yourself. That was wild, bro.
Bro, I wasn't thinking no gay thoughts. You were thinking gay thoughts.
That was wild. Sorry, but yeah, you're putting it in yourself. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so obviously when I
look at where's it?
Because he said you're putting it in yourself, and he's like, yeah, man.
I realised
they got you.
Alright, go.
What I was saying is, yeah, when I was working at primary school, like I just think back to when I was having like 15-minute breaks at like 10:15, and then I was coming like 2 minutes late for my break, and then people were like complaining lunchtime as well at a certain time, and then when I just think to my life now, bro, I don't, I live on my own terms. Like if I wanted to travel and just be wherever, bro, I can do that. The only reason I'm here is obviously because I still play semi-pro football, I enjoy it. But yeah, really and truly, bro, location freedom. So I feel like money and freedom and time, they go like hand in hand, man.
Okay, I think you mentioned something about, you know, work, as in being on breaks, etc., and being told technically what to do.
Yeah.
And I find that interesting because I think for me, if you can't, and I'm gonna generalize. I'm gonna say if you can't, and this is just my opinion, if you can't work in a 9 to 5 because of discipline or because of being told what to do, you're lucky that you're not in a very customer face focused business. Because if anyone's going into a customer face focused business and you don't like dealing with people, you're in trouble.
I agree. But also, I definitely think in my industry, it's heavily customer faced. Because at the end of the day...
So it is then, you say?
Yeah, 100%.
But you don't deal with your Airbnb customers?
I do, the guests.
Oh, so you actually go, as in physically?
No, I don't need to like go there physically. But I still deal with them. On Airbnb, they might message me, or if they have my business WhatsApp number, they'll message me saying there's a problem with this, problem with that. So I'm constantly solving problems. Like one of my properties nearby, which I'm gonna go to after, bro, the boiler's leaking and it's coming outside, bro, something like that. Another one of my properties, the hot water's not even working. So I'm constantly dealing with problems.
The roof collapsed on the other one.
Exactly, roof collapse on the other one.
Now the one where you say the roof collapse, now when you take these properties on,
yes,
am I right in saying that is the maintenance still down to the landlord, or is it down to you?
The maintenance is down to me, but generally the structure of the property, like things like roof and even things like boiler, is down to the landlord. But maintenance, like for example, the door handle comes off, that's down to me.
Okay, so and is that because is that the deal that you set up? Is that generally for all Airbnb, or is it individual to each landlord?
So it's generally for most companies, like you deal with the maintenance, the white goods, the wear and tear, but the structure is generally down to landlords, and I guess that's why some landlords prefer giving it to a company, because they're not going to get random calls at 11 p.m. at night saying that's broken and that's broken. Yeah. The company's the one that deals with it.
Okay, so when a boiler goes for your Airbnbs, you're ringing the landlord to say, look, your boiler's not working. Then he will send someone there to go and repair it.
Exactly.